Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This will be a scene for the Hunter venue Montreal, and the scene will start with Anna giving um, Damon a call. So right now she's ringing his phone.
Damon will answer, groaning as he gets up and rubs his face and answers the phone very quickly. Hello?
Hey, with Anna.
Oh, hiya, what's up?
Nothing much. I was just wondering if you had anything to do today.
Looks around. No, not really. You know, just
Um,
relaxing.
you can hear her wait for a few seconds. How sober are you right now?
Huh?
Are you right now?
Fine. I'm pretty good. I haven't drank yet. Why are you asking me if I've drank?
Because I wanted to take you out on a little trip. And it would be irresponsible of us if you had any alcohol in your system.
No, I'm good. I haven't drank anything yet.
Okay, well, it will be a surprise. How about I'll be at your apartment in, let's say, 10 minutes?
Sure, fuck. He kind of just hangs up the phone as he quickly cleans a couple of things and puts on some clothes.
Okay, we move forward to 10 minutes later, and Anna knocks on your door.
Yeah, he answers, kind of still you can see he probably just splashed his face a few times. Oh yeah.
She just smiles up at you. Well, morning, sunshine.
Yeah, come on in. And he kind of just strides in as
You-
taking out his standard pack out of cigarettes.
Anna has a huge duffel bag slung over her shoulder, and Cheeky is with her as well.
He just stares at the dog. You know what I mean? Like looks at it.
Don't you dare piss.
Yeah, basically he gives that stare like don't you dare.
Cheeky stares but right back at you. And Anna will walk in with Cheeky, and she'll just sit down and put the duffel bag on the ground.
He just sits across from her, lighting a cigarette. So what can I do for you today, milady?
You can hear Anna snort um, and guffaw.
Just looks at her, smiles.
Not that much. I was wondering if you were willing to accompany on a hunt. And she looks at the duffel bag.
A hunt.
And then she rushes to clarify of animals. And then she continues to clarify the normal kind.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. He just nods.
She looks at you. You seem to. You might need some blowing off steam.
Oh no. Why would you think that? He just smiles again.
She just winks at you, and she'll just say, good judge of character.
Fair enough. All right then, where are we going for this hunt? He just smiles.
To the nearest woods.
Just nods then. Well, I'm assuming I am driving you.
She just beams at you, like, oh, you're so clever.
Come on. He guy just gets up wearily.
And Anna just stands back up, picks up the duffel bag, and she'll say, come on, Cheeky. And she'll lead Cheeky and herself out of their apartment and follows you to your car.
Yeah, it's a small, decent enough car. When he sees Cheeky coming, he goes into a boot and gets like a blanket and just puts it across the back seat. Just looks at her, looks at Cheeky, gets in the car.
Cheeky will sit on the, what is it, the back seats, and she'll just look outside very enthusiastically, just being like, oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? And Anna gives you directions to drive to the nearest forest.
Yeah, they're driving and As they're driving, he looks at her. So, how's it feel to be back in the land of the living?
Mm, I must say, I do prefer the steady stream of chocolates over, well, just having takeout.
Takeout. Is that what you're living on now? Takeout, really? Kind of looks over.
She shrugs. Well, no one ever accused me of being a good cook.
He just grins over and looks. Well, if you ever need food, come over. Ava, I cook. I cook the whole time since Ava. Ava only wants the one thing ever, which is Mackie D's. So we got to eat healthy enough. He kind of smiles.
She'll say, that sounds lovely.
Yeah, call over. It's no hassle. I feed everybody. He just grins.
Ugh. And Anna will just mutter, I think your soul and that of Damon switch places will at birth.
He just grins at her. I'm a nice guy, really. It's just I like to wind people up sometimes. He just looks down and smiles.
As if I did not notice that. She just gives you this stare, like this knowing stare.
It's not my fault. People respond to it. As he turns the corner. I mean, it's not my fault I point out the truth to them and they just can't handle it. He just smiles.
You could see Anna like make the face of, oh no, he didn't. Not that she's offended, but she's like, okay, everyone knows it, but no one is saying it.
Well, I think that's my job. Everyone won't talk about the hard stuff, and I might as well do it. You know.
Anna gets a bit more serious now. Yeah, we two seem to be the only one that are having difficulties with her last venture.
Well, Ava is Ava. He just smiles. Ava carries it, but she carries it in a lot different way to you and I carry it. That's Ava, though.
I worry for her for what will come with Nene.
I think, to be honest, I think the Nene thing is probably a good step for her. Normally, she kills them without hesitation, so it's a good sign.
You can see that Anna is actually quite surprised with that.
Yeah,
Oh,
he just nods. Ava is probably one of our best fighters, but she's also one of our most ruthless. So her doing this road, it's a welcome change. I just worry that she'll end up luring herself into a trap because it's Ava. He kind of smiles at her playfully. You know.
well, from what I gather, we don't have a long life expectancy.
Yeah. He just nods.
Mm. If we only had someone who was level-headed that could have oversight over the group so we don't just charge into a trap every single time.
If you're talking about the cop, no. He kind of looks over and just shakes his head.
She guffaws at you. Hell no.
I don't trust cops. It's not my thing. You know, bad for
She
business. He just
shrugs.
shakes his
She
head.
she just looks at you like, really? That I'm not going to comment. No, I have no idea what kind of man he is. I haven't really spent that much time with him, and to be honest, I dislike. No offense to Afa, but I dislike anyone that just kills because they feel like it.
I don't think she kills because she likes it, or I don't think she derives any pleasure from it. It's just that she got fucked over a lot in the early days of when we all were coming together, and I think since then it's her way of coping. She kind of put herself into it so she doesn't get attached to anybody, because if she figures if she gets attached to people, she'll either lose them or they'll betray her. You know?
Yeah, I can understand.
I have more sympathy for Ava than I do Adrian. He just shakes his head.
Yeah, I'm not completely sure what is up with him.
He's a hypocrite. Damon just says it quite blankly. He he just looks at her. He is.
Yeah, you can see Anna mull this over. Uh, yeah, I can see what you mean.
I mean, look at him, man. He's a priest, and I've never seen a priest lack any basic understanding of anything. I mean, I don't trust him. I think he's reckless, and I think he's the most immature person I've seen in a long time. Just, hey, I'm no fucking angel. You can see this says quite honestly, but at least I'm honest with myself about it.
You can see Anna tilt her head.
What?
And she faces back forward. Nothing.
Okay, because as he pulls into kind of one of the forest entrances. Well, Crocodile Dundee, come on, show me what you can do with this. Kind of gestures at the bag.
Sure thing. Um, and she will get out of the car and get cheeky as well.
I get out and follow her, awkwardly, hands in his jacket, kind of like, okay, what are we doing?
She they walk for a bit along this trail, and Cheeky is just going at it with her nose. She's just sniffing she's sniffing everywhere on the trail. Um, and Cheeky just moves up in front of us, and we're left by ourselves.
Damon just looks at her. Come out here often then?
Yeah, well, not per se these woods, but since I moved here, these are the woods that I frequent. Back home, I used to hunt with my dad almost every weekend, which explains why I can properly fire this rifle. And she kind of holds it up.
Just nods. Nice.
Well, it's more useful than I ever thought it would be. And she just gives him a lopsided grin.
He just shakes his head and smiles. I suppose, yeah. Not very much one for guns himself. He kind of is just walking, beside her.
And Anna you can see Anna flick gazes at you. So, what is your story?
My story? What do you mean? He kind of smiles at her.
And she, okay, I'm going to roll um, manipulation subterfuge to nonchalantly just carry on this conversation.
Okay. I'll roll some perception empathy just to see what she's gauging at. If I can see it at all, depending on how you're doing your manipulation.
Haha, eat a bag of dicks.
It's okay. No, you still win. I think you're so. He just kind of stares at you.
And she just lightheartedly says, "Well, I was just. If everyone wants to be a team, I assume that we'll have to get to."
Fair enough. Team building exercise. Okay, I get it. Kind of smiles. I grew up here, Montreal native. Didn't have a lot. Um, I found my way into textile laundry. He winks at her. And yeah, that's about it. Nothing special about me. He smiles.
Are you are you even trying to lie, or?
Yeah, I'm trying to lie. Oh, totally. I'll roll my lie. Oh, wow. Jesus.
Ooh, what would I need to roll for that?
Perception, empathy.
Let me see. Perception. Damn it, my perception is low. Going to buy that up, but empathy is not. Ooh, but still, I don't have that much of dice. But I have good judge of character. What does that do again? I'm pretty sure that gives me an advantage.
Reduce the DC, I think.
Yeah, and approachable. Reduce the difficulty of any empathy rolls by 2.
There you go.
Nice. And good judge of character. Decrease any perception-based rolls by 2. That is minus. That means the difficulty is 2.
Yeah, go roll it. You gotta get more than 5.
Wait, why do I need to get more than 5?
Because I'm the
Oh,
defender. So I'm trying to
dang
lie.
it! I don't even have more than 5 dice.
Oh, so yeah, Damon's like nothing special about me. Just grew up here, grew up poor, got into textile laundry. Smiles at her. That's about it, really.
She just looks at you, kind of gauging your response, but not really being able to break through your lie. Um,
I mean, I haven't really moved cities. Never been to anywhere else. Never been on a holiday. Smiles. So
okay, but what about your um, well, claiming, imbuing? I'm not
my
sure.
my imbuing. Well, that was I was making my way to get some phosphorus from matches, because we were out of it, and I found one of those rot things, and ran into it, and I met Adrian and Ava, and I helped take it down with them.
Um, Anna gives you a lopsided grin. Let me guess, love at first sight?
Kind of cranes his head. What? What are you on about? He kind of looks at her then, like suspiciously.
Ava?
Oh, Ava. Ah,
No,
well,
the
actually,
priest.
no. He just sticks his tongue out at you. Ava, no, actually, I had a girlfriend before I got with Ava. Jeanette, what was her name? I had to, yeah, I had to,
Cut ties.
yeah.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Why do you have a boyfriend? He kind of grins at you playfully.
And she just starts laughing, as if I ever would have time for that.
Everyone seems to be getting laid lately. Adrian's getting married, her man.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of woman he's marrying.
Charlotte, she's not too bad. Bit quiet. My thing is, she's a goth, definitely. So I say her and Adrian get up to the freaky deaky, if you know what I mean.
Anna just looks at you as if you're
I'm
making a
serious.
joke or
No, I'm deadly serious. She had a gimp suit. I'm serious.
now this I want to see.
No, you don't. He kind of just shakes his head. No, you don't. Because I would say seeing Adrian getting down and dirty and down and low, I'd say is one of those sights that you'll remember for the longest period, but it'll never leave your mind. He just grins, sticking his tongue out.
As soon as you say get down and low, you see Anna cringe like, oh no, no.
Why is it? Does Adrian not butter your bagel? He kind of like grins at her.
And she just looks at you with mock outrage.
Oh, I can see why all the ladies love him. He's a priest. He's passionate. Damon just stops. He's he's something.
He's understanding and he's such a great listener. You have no idea.
He's caring, kind, emotional. Delegative. Doesn't do things his own way and tells everyone to go fuck themselves. No, Adrian's a nice
Knows
guy.
knows exactly what gifts to bring, and he can be very polite while he's in a priest off.
I don't know. I think the Bible thing was basically him trying to get, send you a signal. I'd be watching out for that. And smiles.
Anna just sticks her tongue out at you. Ha ha.
Well, I don't know. He seems to be, priesting you up. I think maybe he's got the hots for you. I'd watch yourself, Anna. Kind of grins back at her.
And Anna just whistles for Cheeky.
Damon just laughs and shakes his head.
It's a good thing I can always pit my dog against him.
True. But nah, Ava and I, well, I don't know. We were together, but we're kind of with this job. Kind of spreads his hands. What's together, right?
Hmm. Hmm. I wouldn't really know.
Oh, you never had a girlfriend, boyfriend before? Or girlfriend, if you swing that way.
Anna just gives you a lopsided grin. How thoughtful of you.
What? Just saying.
Um,
I just think he says it quite like stick playfully.
Anna just shrugs and never really had that much time for it. I was very much into gymnastics for most of my life and didn't really have time for a boyfriend. And once I got into university, well, set of priorities. And now I'm trying to juggle hunting supernatural stuff and getting my master.
Smiles. I didn't really have that much girlfriends anyway. I think Jeanette was my first ever serious one. Shrugs. I don't really do the whole girlfriend thing. He kind of smiles.
And she just looks at you puzzled for a few seconds and then her jaw just drops like
What?
and then she closes her mouth again and she has the look as if you just told her a dirty secret.
He kind of looks at her like very confused. What?
I'm not sure what you're trying to say, but the way it can be interpreted is not a flattering look.
Are you saying I'm a player? Is that what you're thinking? Nah, it's not that. He kind of grins. You know.
And she just looks at you and grins. No, I would say more of a toy boy. And she gives you a wink.
He just shakes his head and just grumbles. I just, never really had got a connection with people that much, so I would just leave because, we kind of like takes a breath. Wasn't really anything there, so why waste her time and mine? You know.
What do you mean there wasn't anything there for you or for her?
For me, man, I never don't really feel close to people that often. Ironically, I think Ava, you. That's about it, really. Yeah, that's about it. That are the people that I've actually feel close to about things since I was little, really.
Well, getting yourself cut to ribbons does a great deal for making good, lasting friendships, apparently.
Shakes his head. Nah, it's just, it's never been, and he'll lie, of course, because fucking Damon will not admit this. And he gets 3, and he'll. Oh no, that's way too much dice. Hang on. Roll again. I got 5. He could still get 3.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Shite. I have a 1, so that means I have 3 successes as well.
Damn. He'll just say, I just with the more line of work I'm in, and I just it's better.
Anna just lifts her eyebrow. Well, I'm glad you now have Ava. That might help expel a bit of the loneliness that you might feel.
You can roll perception empathy him if you want to, because I don't think he can hide this.
Perception. Okay. Again. Tip, 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 tip.
Oh,
All the successes.
all the successes, yeah. You see it like when you say you still have Ava, and you just see him rub his chin, and you see this kind of, it's like a mix of dread and loneliness, actually.
And Anna will stop, and she'll turn towards you. What happened?
Huh? What are you on about? Smiles.
She just gives you a level-headed stare. You can lie all you want to yourself, but don't lie to me. What happened between you and Ava?
Nothing. Nothing happened between me and Ava. It's just, I think she saw the reality of what I am, and I don't know how long she'll last. I don't blame her. To be honest, I'd walk away.
Anna tilts her head at you. Why are you beating yourself so much up over these things?
This isn't beating myself up over things.
She just looks at you like, bitch, please.
Scratches his head. I don't know what you're talking about. Kind of like obviously avoiding her gaze.
She just lightly touches her hand to his arm. You carry way too much guilt with you.
He looks at her. So is this why you're bringing me out into the woods? Is this some sort of intervention or something? Smiles. He says it does. There's no nastiness in his voice. He says it very kind of oddly softly.
And she just smiles at you. Well, I did bring bullets, so. Does that count as a half truth?
He shakes his head. What did she tell you?
Anna shakes her head. Nothing, but after the few things that I picked up the last time I was in your apartment, and the worried expression on Ava's face, that says more than enough.
What things were they then, Miss Detective?
She sticks her nose in the air a bit, like, well, I wasn't snooping around the house, but there was this lovely detective that was putting his hands and his nose everywhere.
He just smiles. I just, had a rough morning.
Anna just slightly shakes her head at you. Don't try to cut yourself some slack. There's more than enough guilt in this party for you to let it go around. No need to hog it all for yourself.
He just, yeah, he oddly kind of leans against a tree. It's like I said, I got a lot of, I got a lot of stuff, and I'm not as good as the other people at bottling it.
Anna positions herself next to you on the other side of the tree. Who says you have to?
He kind of he nods in acknowledgement. Well, he just basically says then, well, then I'm not very good at dealing with it. Then I just, you know, my dad stops. Let's just say he drank.
She will look at you, saying nothing, hoping you will continue on.
And let's just say I inherited maybe part of that in the way I deal with it. And I think Ava saw that. And to be perfectly honest, it's just the reality that It's what I am with this life that's been given to me.
Anna purses her lips. Do you want to be with Ava?
I do, and of course I do, but a part of me knows what's going to happen.
Mm. And Anna shakes her head. I'm pretty sure you're wrong on that account.
And
But
that she's going to die.
she just looks at you. None of us have a high life expectancy. But you shouldn't be wasteful and just dally around. Well, you could spend uh, special time with Ava. Not that I complain that you're with me right now, but do you get what I mean?
I
You're so filled with your guilt and with your self-loathing that you don't really even see how much love she has for you.
If Ava was smart, she'd leave. That's if Ava was smart.
Anna just snorts a bit. You better not let her hear that one.
I won't. I'm just saying it's smart for her because he just looks at himself. It's just a matter of time.
So, do, do you really think that Ava would rather be miserable by herself than happy with you?
I think Ava is far more manageable than she gives herself credit for, and she would find another group like she always does. Besides, you know, I very much doubt anybody will miss me when Damon Lynch leaves.
You can see Anna get a not annoyed, but she's a bit angry with yourself or with you for that statement.
What?
She'll just say, "Men."
What the fuck's that supposed to mean? He kind of just, he actually kind of like stands up a bit indignant.
Repeat the sentence you just said.
What? That nobody will give a fuck? Because they don't. Because
Guess who will give a fuck? And
who?
she just give you a flat stare. I
Who
can
then?
think of two people off the top of my head, and I'm pretty sure there are more.
Ava. And then who then, Miss Congeniality?
She just continues to stare at you.
What, you? He kind of actually does, he doesn't say this kind of like sarcastically, he just kind of stops and stares.
And she'll just raise the eyebrow. Oh, not so cocky anymore, are we now, hmm?
Why would you care?
Because I actually have an emphatic bone in my body. Of course I care.
He kind of looks at you kind of oddly, you know, like he's just staring. Um, hmm. He shouldn't.
She snorts. Fat chance in hell you'll ever get to tell what I'm supposed to do.
No, I'm serious. You shouldn't do that.
Or what?
I'm
And yes,
just,
she's challenging you.
he doesn't actually like square up to her or anything. He kind of leans back against the tree. You just get yourself hurt.
If I can remember correctly, 2 weeks ago I was cut to ribbons. I think I'm long past the stage of getting hurt.
Yeah, because I convinced you that it was the right thing to do, and now look what happened to you.
Mm, some form of understanding crosses Anna's face. You
I
feel
was
guilty about it.
no. I'm just saying. You lie. You totally lie. 5. Oh damn, 3. If you can totally challenge this, I'm assuming you will.
Yep, all the successes.
Yeah, he's lying. No, it's just you got hurt, man. Like, I was just a bit concerned. That's all.
She just gives you a flat stare. You know, Damon, I don't like it when someone bullshits me.
What do you want me to say? I care. I gave a shit.
I want you to allow yourself to be truthful. What is the point in denying you these things?
You don't get it.
And she kind of makes a small bow. She kind of folds her hands outwards, like, enlighten me.
You had both your parents, right?
She nods.
Were they nice?
Yes.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. And he doesn't, kind of. You can see the snarkiness starting to rise. Did you have a nice house?
Yes. You can see Anna get wary.
Was it full of laughter and joy and you had your ups and downs and shit, but you could always come home and tell them everything, right?
Yes.
Then you don't get it.
You can see Anna bristle.
Oh, did that make you angry?
And she just makes a pouty face and she'll say, slightly annoyed.
You've had people who've loved you. You've had that need, that want, that everything. You've had that affection, that caring, that he kind of stops and closes his eyes and clenches his fist. You've had parents, proper parents.
Anna just looks at you. Are you now willing to really still tell me your story?
What do you want me to say? My mom left. Don't know where she is. Got at first has a new family. Forgot about me. Left me behind with my dad, who was a screeching alcoholic. We used to have to eat from bins because he used to drink so much. He'd bring us to the pub and drink and sit there and drink and drink and drink. And I had to find my food in a garbage bin. Is that what you want me to talk about? The fact that I've been on my own for my whole life?
I'm going to try and conceal whatever I'm feeling. Let me see. Manipulation. Subterfuge, I assume.
Yeah, subterfuge. Oh yeah, totally.
Ooh.
Ooh, hot diggity dog. Yeah, no, Dim doesn't see it.
Suck on
Um,
that ding dong.
he basically looks and goes, "That what you want me to say?" The fact that all my life I've just either drank or got high just to not think about it, and I made it to university. And what did I do? Same as I always did, because I didn't have a college degree or grant or whatever system to pay your money. I made my money through being intelligent, making drugs, and I got caught, and I got kicked out and went to prison. So I am nothing. I have nothing. I'll never be anything. And now I got this hunter thing. What's that going to do for me? I'll never have kids. I won't have anything. So my life has just been one big pile of nothing.
You can see Anna kind of, she wants to reach out and she kind of puts her hand forward, but then stops herself and instead makes it into a motion of just crossing her arms. Um, she has a somewhat pained expression on her face. And she very softly says, I don't know what to say.
So that's why I looked a bit shit when you all came over. I just had to, well, follow a family tradition.
You don't have to.
Yeah. When you,
Anna, oh, yeah.
oh no, no, you go first. He's kind of just standing there, like he doesn't look at you, just is looking down, kind of, you know.
Anna looks at you and she kind of reaches her hands out and um, very softly tugs on your sleeve to kind of be like, look here, please.
He kind of looks up.
You can be whoever you want to be. Your life does not need to be determined by your present, past, or your future. I will go on finishing my degree because that was something I always wanted to do. But let's be honest, how many years do you think I will be actually able to use it? Maybe 3, if I'm lucky 5. We shape our own future and we make it into what we want it to be. And out of anything, I get the feeling that you want to have a place to belong, a person that you could go to that loves you. And right now, you're doing everything to push her away from you.
It's just he kind of stops. Ava's got her own stuff, and she thinks I'm relatively together, so I can help her with hers. Truth is, I'm just as fucking fucked up as she is. I just am better at hiding at it.
Anna kind of shrugs. She tries to downplay the situation. Well, then just be fucked up together.
Yeah, suppose.
Out of everything, you seem to love Ava very, very deeply, and you too. So I don't get why you're trying to distance yourself from her.
I distance myself from everybody. It's safer. You ever been woken up at night, Anna? Right? He doesn't get like all very aggressive. Just like he's just taking steps beside you.
She's just confused now.
You ever woken up at night, right? And you'd be waking up and you couldn't understand why, but you'd be covered in sweat and you'd think to yourself, what was the point? Then someone would burst through the door, slam you into the wall, and scream at you about how they left, and then would proceed to beat you repeatedly, not recognizing that you're a child, but thinking you were a grown woman.
It's a good thing I have. Wait, no, I don't have any successes because this is a subterfuge rule. Um, you can see Anna Blanche.
Have you ever been so scared of everything? It's the only thing you have, and it hangs there. It feels like someone's turned the volume in your head right up, and it just blares all the time. And it's like you're not even looking at your own life anymore. It's just a ghost that haunts you day after day after day.
She just looks at you, worry.
So if I ever get attached to people, yeah, it goes away. But my life has the funny thing of turning the greatest things I have into the worst things.
Mm. So what are you planning on doing?
Fighting, helping, do what I always do. Nobody's going to thank me for it. Nobody will ever know. Probably I've done it. These people won't ever know what we're doing. And I'll die. Maybe then, if there's anything over there or wherever the fuck we're going, maybe then I can stop. I'll be nice and quiet.
Mm. Anna just looks at you, not really pity, but um, sadness and understanding.
You know, you'll probably spot this. I don't do heights. I don't do them. My dad hung me over a railing once when I was little and scared the shit out of me.
Nope, no successes again. You can see Anna be pissed as fuck.
I was only about, like, what, 10? Stupid. Shouldn't have hit him. Kept saying, not until you're bigger, you know. Then you can step up, you know.
Anna just shakes her head. She places her hand on your arm. Just know that you don't need to repeat your father's past.
I don't beat up anybody. I don't beat up Ava, if that's what you're thinking. I don't do that. That's why I don't want to have kids. I do, but I'll probably be a shit father.
She looks at you. Honest opinion? She kind of asks at you.
Might as well.
She looks at you, assessing. I think it will be a very long way before you get there, but I actually think you would be a great dad. You, even in the most difficult situations, you seem to know right from wrong. And even when the decisions are difficult, you still make them.
First bit of praise I've heard in a while, apart from Ava. Like I said, most of the group don't really take me much in value. I
I
remember,
think
I remember Adrian once said he kind of leans forward, like he actually touches her hand. It's odd. He's very gentle. It's easy. He said it was easy for me to do what I wanted because nobody gave a fuck about me. You know?
well, Anna just sighs. If you ever do feel like talking, you know you can always come to me.
Why do you care about me? Some lonely ass idiot.
She tilts her head at you. Well, if you stick around long enough, you'll find out.
He actually takes hold of her hand and squeezes it.
She gives you in return a smile.
Sorry, I got you messed up in there.
Yeah, we still need to have words about that, but not with you. I need to have words with Tomoko because I'm not sure what she did, but I'm going to make her promise she'll never do it again to me.
I should have been a bit more aware. I didn't see that you were getting wrecked. Should have been smarter.
Anna shakes her head. No, from what I have gathered, that is exactly what whatever she did is supposed to do. It's supposed to get us in a frenzy. So yeah, we none of us were able to think. And the only thing I can remember is that I wanted to attack, 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 but at least the powers that I know I have aren't meant to attack. They're meant to restrain and keep people away from me.
Yeah, I get you.
You can see her make a pouty face. So yeah, me and Tomoko are going to have a long talk about that one.
Yeah. He smiles, still holding her hand. You know, she did that power the first night I've ever killed someone as well.
Well, 3 against 1. Wait, your first night? Wasn't that with the...
The rat wasn't. Ava killed that. First night I ever killed someone was Magneto. Child killer. I rammed my knife in his gut and that, and Tamako acted the fury thing, and I disemboweled him, ripped him to pieces.
You can, at the same time, you can see that the graphic details are a bit yucky yucky to hear, but at the same time, you can see Anna grin like maliciously, like,
He
yeah, fuck
looks at
that
her.
guy.
He looks at her when she says that. Oh no, he was horrible, but you know, I cried that night.
She tilts her
Vom-
head.
Vomited. Just kept seeing his eyes. You know. Killing someone, no matter what they've done, I think it takes a part of you with them.
I wouldn't really know. Well, apart from animals, but
Well, when you do, don't look at Tomoko and Ava and Adrian. They'll tell you it's right. They'll tell you it's easy. They'll tell you what you have to do and what you not have to do. I'm just going to tell you you're going to have to hold it on. It'll linger there, right in the bottom of your gut all the time. So when you do it, make it the right choice. You decide. Because there's no looking back once you've made it.
Anna nods. Can I confess something to you?
Sure.
I feel a bit, how to put it, the odd one out. My line of thinking doesn't really seem to resonate with the others. Um, it worries me that some of them would kill someone just because they're not human. I get she kind of gestures to you. I get the part about killing something that isn't supposed to be alive or that has proven that its existence is a poison to the world, but just to assume that every supernatural thing is a poison to the world just because they're supernatural, I don't really buy into it.
Yeah. She's got a good head on her shoulders at least. He gives her another hand to squeeze and kind of looks around. We should get back.
She looks what is the word? Forlornly at the rifle slung over her shoulder, and then she'll whistle for Cheeky, and Cheek will just scamper her way back to us. Yeah, let's head back.
He still holds her hand while they're coming to the woods, and when he lets go finally at the car, he kind of looks at her. When he's dropped her off back to her apartment, he looks at her. Thanks.
And she smiles at him. No problem.
If you want to call over anytime, I don't mind hanging out with you.
Thanks. I will sure I will check in once in a while. I have so much work to do for uni. I missed 2 weeks of classes.
Hey,
And
if you need any help with biology or chemistry, just drugs.
when she said that, you can just see pure anguish over her face, like, oh.
If you need any help, I'm very good at it.
She nods. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm in finance and business, but if the frogs ever come up, I'll be sure to let you know.
Just nods, smiles. See you around, kid. Winks and then drives.
You can kind of see her like curl her nose, like,
Yeah.
yeah, calling me kid, how dare you? And then she will make her merry way into her apartment again.
I think that's a good place to end that scene.
Yep. And this is where we'll end the scene. Thank you, listeners, for listening. Thank you, players, for playing and making all the feels happen. Good night.